11:39, and I'm out to run errands and to go to my post-op appointment. And I've had a bit of a struggle morning. But hello, hi, how are you? My name is Maya, and I am your host of Motivation and Muscles with Maya Ting. We have no co-host today. We already had coffee early this morning. Wow, it's been a struggle morning. And you know what I'm noticing? People don't like to be corrected. People don't like it when you tell them that their behavior is offensive to you and that their behavior is not going to work for you. So the relationship between me and my father is it's toxic, and I'm over it. I'm so over it. About 4 months after my mom passed away, he basically told me in a roundabout way, I'm done with you. He will never, ever, and I know I'm all over the place, but he is one that could never apologize for his action. Never. My father is the type of guy whom I love and respect, but I don't like him. My father is the type of guy, like a few days ago, like we talk back and forth over Instagram. I need something on my mouth, lip gloss or something. That's how we communicate. Why? I don't know. That's just what we do. Anyway. When he says something to me, when he DMs me and I don't respond right away, he naturally assumes that I have just ghosted him. Like, that's not really even it. I got a problem. I know how to speak. I'm a whole 47-year-old woman. Right? But I'm not attached to my phone like that. I'm not. I see the message come through. Sometimes I want to respond and sometimes I don't. And I have that right. But when I don't respond, it's not always because he said something I don't agree with or I'm mad with him. He automatically goes there. So a couple of days ago, he sent me a message. He was asking me a few questions. And he basically said, I'm going to give it 2 more days. Basically, and if I don't get a response, I'm going to shut it down. Don't threaten me. Please don't threaten me. Those are threats. Like, who talks to their own child like that? Who talks to people that way? And when I talk about being kind to people, he is so emotionally unintelligent. It drives me crazy. And when I express that to him, like, that pulling away is not going to work for me. That shut it down is not going to work for me in a relationship. It doesn't. Yeah, so I was just talking to my husband about it, and basically I have some decisions to make. I will always love my father, but my father can be very, very toxic. And we run into this problem all of the time. So much so that when my mom was here on this earth, she even came to me with tears in her eyes saying, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And I'm like, Mom, don't be sorry. But I can just imagine how he treated my mom when they were together. I can just imagine how he treated his own parents, with whom, when they passed away, they were not even speaking to him. I can just imagine what it's like to be married to him, because he's been married to the same woman for, if I'm 47, what, 40 years? Yeah. He also has 2 sons by his wife. I could just imagine what he was like, because guess what? They don't speak to him. And my brothers don't speak to me because I have a relationship with him. My father is the king of gaslight. If you tell him, listen, you know, this hurt my feelings when you did X, Y, and Z. Oh, that's because you need to go back to therapy. It's like, dude, no, I'm telling you, when you said X, Y, and Z, it hurt different. Can you not? And if I wasn't driving, I would just show you these messages, and it's just abusive. And maybe I would respond quicker to his messages if he wasn't so doggone toxic and stressful. And I'm out here living in this world trying not to be like him. I don't want to stress people out. I don't want when people see me coming, they be like, oh, here she come. That's how I feel about my dad. Just stressful for no reason. The relationship is very one-sided. And then I have to remember, or I have to ask myself, why do you hold on to a relationship that's toxic, Maya? Why? Is it because your mom is not here and he's the closest thing to her, to me? Why? And that's something I need to really ask myself. Why? And to be honest, not dealing with my father, that's not something that I want a part of my story. However, it's for my good, I kind of feel like. But I think before I make a decision, I really need to pray on it and see what God says. Because it's a lot. And I know for a fact a lot gets lost in translation because we're not speaking like verbally. It's like we're doing everything through a DM, so a lot can be lost. So I try to be cognizant of that, right? But woof, this right here, I'm just not interested. I'm not. And I need to really go to God and see what you want me to do, God, because I'm ready to shut it all the way down. And I have a funny feeling that's what God wants me to do, is just to take a step back. Focus on him. Don't focus on your dad so much. And in doing that, the interaction will have to decrease, because he's a taker, man. He just takes, no one can steal your joy or take your joy, but I feel like he's just trying to take and steal my joy. Like, he is like a Debbie freaking Downer. He exhausts me. And I'm just out here in these streets trying not to be like him. That's all I want to do, is not be like him. text people like that. I just don't. So my pre-op appointment should not take long. Like literally it should be 10-15 minutes, and then I can be cleared. And then my husband and I, we are going on a lunch date, to this place called Arena. It's on the Beltline. So we're gonna go there. I'm just gonna get a bunch of sides. It's like almost like a Mediterranean restaurant. They have tabbouleh there, which I love tabbouleh. Like sauteed mushrooms and all that good stuff. I think it's Mediterranean, I think. But anyway, we're gonna go there and then come home. I need to probably take a nap. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Watch some movies and just relax. Of the story, right? Go to God first. Allow God to tell you who you need to back away from. Because I'm also thinking, being in this relationship with my dad, can I find the justification of doing so in the Bible? Thinking about this gives me a major headache. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm almost at my appointment. And yeah, life be life, and y'all. Plus I'm bloated. Ugh. Sheesh. A lot of changes are happening. I'm switching gyms. I'm switching trainers. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. But I'm gonna go. I will do some car chat maybe tomorrow. Oh, and I need to find the book. I don't even know where I put the freaking book. It's a lot going on, but I'm gonna get my life together. I am. Because guess what? That book is needed more now than ever. So as soon as I find the doggone book, I'll be reading chapter 4. And we could and then I need to solidify a day of the week that I'm gonna film that. So So I'm gonna go. I love you so, so much. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.